Hello, today I'm going to be reviewing the beautiful wig Camille by UniWigs. The length of Camille is 14 inches long, so I'm just going to measure from the crown of my head to some of the longest here. And it's coming to about 16 and a half inches there. So you've got a little extra length to play with, which I always appreciate because you can always make it shorter, you can't make it longer. And if it came right at 14 inches, you might be like, oh, I wish it was a little longer, but you can always take it a bit shorter if you want to. Just take it to a good hairstylist that is not afraid to trim up your wig. The density of Camille is 130%. I actually don't find it that thick. So you can put a nice ponytail in, but I don't find it to be like 130% thickness. It almost feels closer to 110 for me. And I actually prefer a little less density. I like 110%. So this is not too thick. You will not find it too much hair. The color of this wig is Pearl Beige Blonde, and I have some sunlight coming in from that direction there. So you're getting some really true color here, and it's a really creamy, like a creamy beige with soft pearl tones, and it is really multi-dimensional. Like you can see there's darker roots there, and you already have some of the lighter pieces coming in. You can see it underneath there. You know, if you were going to do like a half up, half down, you're going to see some of that dark coming through there. So I'll just let you see some of that color there. It's really, really beautiful color. This, I think, is one of my favorite colors. And let's talk about the knots and the hairline here. So I'm gonna not lift that up. There's the hairline, and you know, it blends quite seamlessly into my scalp. And the knots, like, I don't think you can see big knots there at all. I do put silicone lace melting tape under the part, and then I usually dab some skin colored makeup into the part just to help with the realism. And you can see that it does lay quite flat. You don't need to glue it down. Maybe this side, you know, if I did an ear tuck, oh, there, you can really see it. But I tend to not do that. I don't like to glue my lace down. But if you wanted some added security, you could put a little glue there, and then it would just be more secure. With the hairline, it is fairly uniform. So if you wanted to, you know, pluck some hairs, you could, to make it, you know, not so uniform and maybe slightly more realistic, but I don't have an issue with the hairline at all. I like it just the way it is. And I mean, to me, it looks quite natural. No one is looking this close at your hairline. You know, they're a nice distance away. So I think it's fine. This wig size for Camille is a small medium, which is 21¼ inches to 21.75 inches, and for the circumference. My circumference is 21¾ so I kind of hit the limit of their sizing, but I don't find it's not tight at all. I would say there's probably some extra room in there. I mean, it's not roomy, but if your head was a little bit bigger than mine, I think it would still fit. And so the ear tabs on this sit right here, and like I can feel the hardness kind of right there. So it's just above my glasses arms there. And same with this one, it's like right here. So I find it very comfortable to wear these wigs with my glasses. They don't bother at all. You can definitely do an ear tuck with Camille. And for all those girlies that love to wear hats, you definitely can wear a hat with these wigs. You can ear tuck with it. You could do a ponytail with it. Very versatile. So the style of this wig, it came kind of wavy like this. I actually did curl this and put my own waves in. So this is redone, but the waves were quite similar when I got it. And if you wash this hair, it is 100% Remy human hair, and it's Burmese human hair. So when it dries, it will dry curly or wavy. So that's kind of a nice added feature, that you get, you know, some natural curl in these wigs. You can straighten it if you want, or you can curl it yourself. And I'm going to give you a 360 view of the wig Camille. So this is from the front, and this is my left side, and the back. And my right side. And you can see like the hair just, it moves just like human hair, because it is. No one's going to be able to tell that you're wearing a wig. We're going to talk about the cap construction. So you can see the mono top here. This is lace, and which means you can part it on the left, the center, or the right. Doesn't matter. And there's the lace front, you can see, which does blend into my skin very well. Here's the silicone lace melting tape that I mentioned before, that I always put on all my wigs. And these wigs do come with combs on the sides and the back. And if you don't have a lot of hair like me, you can remove them. You don't need them there. And then there's also these hook adjusters. So if your head is a bit smaller, you can cinch it in a little bit more and make it a bit tighter so it's not going to move. And of course, I always wear a wig grip, so my wig is never going anywhere. I've done a lot of traveling recently this year, and so one thing I did was I got this, it's a little case to put your wigs in, and I can actually fit 2 wigs in here. So I just turn them inside out, and I place them very gently in the bottom, and it keeps it protected. So then when you put this inside your suitcase or your carry-on, then it's protected and it's not going to wreck the lace. So I suggest getting some sort of case that has kind of a hard side, like it's not super hard, you can squish it, but it's not going to let your wigs get wrecked when you travel. And then you can also bring a collapsible wig rack with you. So they just come apart and then they lay flat in your suitcase. If you forget it or you don't have room, one thing that I've done in a pinch is I stack some toilet paper, and then you can just put your wig on there. And if I don't want to do that, sometimes what I do is I just turn the wig inside out, and then I just gently lay it on a flat surface, and I make sure that the lace front is sitting upwards. Every time I get a UniWigs wig, I always think, this is my favorite, this is my favorite. Well, Camille is my new favorite. I really love this color. It's an amazing color. It's beautiful. I love the length on this. It sits just right. It's not too long, and it gives you enough length that if you want to put a ponytail in, you can. You can do an updo, you can do a bun, you can do half up, half down. You know, you can style it just like any human hair. And it's so comfortable. Like, I don't even notice it. It sits so perfectly on my head that it's not irritating. The lace never irritates my forehead. The ear tabs never irritate my ears or my glasses. So this is beautiful for summer and really all year round.